Today I'm here with my twin brother.
Howdy, how's it going?
His name is David.
Oh yeah, that's true.
My mouth is numb, so we thought it'd be funny to film a video like this. So that's why I look and sound the way I do.
She can't feel her face.
Haha, Abel would know what I mean. So, I'm gonna ask David 5 or 6 questions about what he looks for in girls, questions girls would ask guys type of thing. And that's what this is gonna be. So let's get started. Number 1, why do some guys take forever to text back or don't text back at all?
Because, I don't know, the depth of communication that people try to put into text messages, it's astonishing, I mean, to me, and I don't know, I like face-to-face communication, or like vocal communication better, because it's easier to make sense of. Like, if you're just texting me like, hey, David, where are you? And I can say, oh, I'm at Barnes & Noble, then that's perfectly fine, that's easy. But if it's like, what do you think about, ISIS's strategy in Lebanon? And I'm just like, yo, you should probably call me. Or, I mean, if it's something else, then, yeah, you should probably call.
Do you like gamer girls or girls that like science fiction?
Yes, a lot. I mean, I'm a huge video game fan and a huge sci-fi fan myself. I mean, you are too, but it's okay. We'll keep that under hush hush. So, I don't know. It's good that I like people who would share my interests. So, I mean, if you're into, like, Star Trek, or if you're into, like, The Legend of Zelda, more power to you. Twitter's in the DB.
What is your biggest deal breaker? So, yeah.
I don't know. I guess the biggest one would be, like, the isms. So, racism, sexism, trans and homophobia, all those kinds of things. I mean, I can't have someone who, you're trying to cultivate a love relationship. You can't do that based on hate, right? I mean, also country music, but that's a little less of a deal breaker than, like, being racist, I guess.
I feel you. And what do you think the appeal is in hookup culture?
I guess it's a little like Twitter. I mean, Twitter, it's like you can look at something very brief, you can favorite it, retweet it, get a good chuckle out of it, and then you can just kind of keep scrolling. So I guess that's kind of the appeal. I hate to boil it down like that. For some people, it requires infinity's worth less. That's a weird phrase, isn't it? Whatever. It requires a lot less emotional investment, and that lack of emotional investment makes it really easy for people who aren't looking to get into anything long term or get into anything too heavy, which I guess I can understand, but as long as you do it in a way that's safe and consensual. Remember, kids.
Consent.
Exactly.
Number 4 would be what makes a girl unattractive personality-wise.
I guess, like I was saying earlier, the isms, so racism, sexism, trans and homophobia, like those kind of things. I mean, if a girl is really self-consumed or really selfish or huge egotist, like that can get annoying, and it's really difficult to try to engage in a bidirectional relationship, a bilateral relationship with someone if it's like super one-sided and you're only serving to inflate or maintain someone else's ego or someone else's, self-worth or self-importance.
Do you care if a girl puts a lot of work into her makeup, self-appearance, exercise, like, superficial things?
My opinion has always been about this. Whatever makes you feel comfortable or whatever makes you feel good in your own skin. If, like, putting on a lot of makeup or, putting a lot of effort into your physical appearance is going to make you feel better about yourself or give you more confidence in yourself, then go for it. I'm not one to judge anyone based solely on physical appearance, so, if you put a lot of work into that, that's more power to you. I mean, that just shows that, you care enough about yourself to do it. I will say, however, that as soon as it starts to veer into the realm of, like, self-consumption or egotism and all that stuff, then that's when it can get a little dicey for me. But that's more of a case-by-case basis. Put on makeup to
ironically look good.
Yeah, that one, yeah. I mean, you don't want to be that guy. Don't be the guy from the Banks songs. Any Banks song, because they're all about the same thing.
Exactly. Bonus question.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Describe your dream girl.
I guess it would be easier to just kind of give some examples.
Okay.
So, Leon LaHavas, and if you're watching this on the 31st, she has a new album out today called Blood. It's pretty good. Streaming on NPR. Lupita Nyong'o, also A+. I don't know. Back in the day, Angela Davis would have been like,
ooh, ooh,
ooh. So yeah, I mean, those three probably. Those make a nice box.
Right.
If you could throw them together and make them like
one person.
Yeah.
And then this question came to me from the number 5. If, like, a girl, for example, is, like, an Instagram model or a swimsuit model, and so a lot of the stuff, or she just is like that, so a lot of the stuff she posts online might be kind of, like, suggestive or showing of her body, do you have a problem with that if she is supposed to be, like, yours? Like, do you then have a problem with her, like, kind of, like,
well, here's the
marketing
thing.
her own body even though she's not doing anything with it?
No, and here's what I will say. This whole idea in relationships that, like, oh yeah, you belong to me, the whole Michael McDonald, Patti LaBelle kind of thing, like, that has never been a thing with me. Like, relationships more so than being like, oh yeah, I've got her now, supervillain style. It's like, this is supposed to be a mutual emotional exchange, so it's like, if you want to do that, go for it, as long as it makes you feel good.
Alright, well, this has been a great discussion. Thank you so much for coming on my channel. If you guys like videos with me and my brother, we are going to be going to the same school, so, like, I mean, it's definitely still a possibility that we'll be up in here, talking to you guys together. I'm going to put all of his links in the down bar. He's got Twitter. He low-key does produce, so he's got SoundCloud. He does have YouTube, even though
I don't do anything with it.
Yeah, but he has it.
I subscribe to you. That's what I do with it.
And then Instagram and Tumblr and everything I'll put down there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any questions or input, put it down there. And I'll see you guys next week with a normal face.